Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am doing this video today to give an update on Jace. The last thing that I did on him was actually when I was teaching him and Zoe phonics, but my last big video on him was when we talked about the Einstein syndrome thing. So we're just going to kind of give an update as to the growth that we've seen, is also looking at factors that we think may have hindered some speech that we talked about in the Einstein syndrome video, but I'm just going to kind of give it to you guys in a short recap here. So one of the things that we said that we felt like hindered his speech was my husband didn't talk till he was 5. Some people say that that is a hereditary trait, and other people say that it's not. So that could be a factor. Another thing that we know is that he was in a traumatic situation, we believe. And so we don't know if that's something that hindered his speech, because he was starting to talk and then he was starting to really regress on speech. Another thing that we think it could be is this Einstein syndrome thing, which basically is bright children who talk late. Jace has a very high receptive ability, but when it comes to the communicative side of things, he's had a really hard time with that. Sorry if I keep looking around, I'm really distracted. My husband is with the kids on the playground and my son is driving his Jeep around, so I'm very distracted. But back to everything that I was saying. We think it could be the Einstein syndrome. Something else that we really did also notice in this process when his speech was delayed was we had him watch a lot of Cocomelon. I will say that as parents, one of our flaws when he was younger was he did have a lot of screen time. He was born literally a few weeks right before COVID started, so I was always working on things and my husband was always working on things, so we did put him in front of a screen a lot. And one of the shows that he did watch a lot was Cocomelon. While Cocomelon teaches a lot of things, it's also been shown to cause many speech delays because of the fast-moving pace screens. I think with Jace, it's definitely a lot deeper than just the Coco. I think it's kind of attributed to a lot of things. At this point right now, Jace is speaking. It's just really hard to understand what he's saying.
White.
The clouds are white. What color is the sky?
Black.
What color is the sky?
Black.
Blue. Light blue. We play football. Where's the football? Good job. Where's the dog? Good job. Where's the little girl? No, that's the little boy. Where's the little girl? This is the little girl. What color is her dress? Red. What color are the clouds? What color? Is it white?
No.
Yes, white cloud, light blue sky. What color is the fence?
Good.
Brown?
Yeah.
With a B? Buck. Brown. But we take a time out to eat some pie too. How many dogs are on this page? How many dogs are there?
Black.
How many dogs, Jace?
White. White.
Is it 1 dog and 2 dogs?
Yeah.
What color is Dad's shirt?
Red.
Red. What color is Mama's shirt?
Blue.
Yeah, light blue. Good job. Where's the sky? What's in the sky? What's the white things in the sky? Clouds.
He actually is trying to verbally communicate. He started off just signing things and, pulling us around, gesturing for things. But now he is actually at a point where he is actually trying to verbally communicate. It's just a matter of, do we understand what he's saying? I would say right now, 50% of the time I understand what he's saying, and the other 50% of the time I do not understand what he's saying.
Let's do 3. Here we go. What do you want? Very good. Red burger. What do we tell him? Yum, 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 yum. Okay, what do you do? Push. Push his head. Very
Okay, now go. Ah, what is Say it again.
Good
Good
job.
job, Stinky Booty.
Give me a high five.
And typically I'll have to say, hey Jace, I need you to show me, or can you, we'll have to kind of talk it out. And so there are some strategies that we've been utilizing to put in place with him when it comes to getting him to verbalize more and not have the frustration of having to repeat himself 25,000 times, because that does become really frustrating, and we want to keep encouraging him to keep speaking. One of our big factors is he can read. I would say anywhere between 50 to 80% of what's on a page, he's able to read words. We do sight words. He's able to read books, all that kind of stuff. What's that?
Have. Go. Have fun.
Just have.
Have. Good.
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 No, that's good.
Good.
No, that's good. Good. A. That's good.
What's that?
That's good.
Here.
Yeah. Ha. I. Here.
He.
He.
We did that word already. What's this one?
Right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Little.
River. Book.
Look.
Book.
Look.
Book.
Look.
Book. Me. Why? Me.
My.
My.
Of.
Day.
Play.
Day.
All right. Where is little? Where is he? Where is like? Look. My. Of. Me. Play. So one of the ways that I've been working with him is I've created sentence stems. A sentence stem is something where you kind of start a sentence and then you leave blanks. So he has some sentence stems where I have been putting things on there, and I try to let him fill in the blank. Like it may say, I like blank, or I am hurt because blank. That's another thing we're trying to work on with him, is why. He doesn't fully understand why questions and how to respond to why questions. So I've really been trying to work with him on that big time. My name is Morgan.
My name Monday.
All right, your turn, Jace.
My A.
Can you spell it?
Mama, why Mommy how?
Yeah, keep going. Spell your name.
Mama, why how? How? I how? Mama, hi. How? Mama, how? Mama, hi. Go. Mama,
All right, read it.
A. My A. Day.
Do it again.
My name is Gay. May I be
What do you want?
a milk?
Milk?
Yes.
Okay, so
May I have milk?
he does still go to speech therapy. He goes on Mondays, typically every Monday, unless something has happened and it's canceled for that day. And then I do some reading comprehension. Yes, Zoe. I also work with him. One of his goals for speech is, all the WH questions: who, what, when, where, why, how. So, just who, what, when, where, why. So I've been working with him on, we'll read stories each night, and then we kind of go through some of those story elements and talk about, who read Kirsten's story, what was the setting, what happened at the beginning, the middle, the end. He does struggle with that a good bit. I mean, he is only 4, so that is above his age range, but it's just one of those things that we're working on because it's one of his speech goals. We have also very heavily pulled back on screen time. Our big thing with screen time has been that we've been trying to limit what they watch and how much they watch of it. So, like, for example, when we learned about Cocomelon being one of the biggest causes of speech delays, that was one of the shows that we pulled back on, and at that time he was about 2 years old, so he's not really watched much Cocomelon unless it's at school or like not with us. He doesn't really watch Cocomelon at our house. We don't really watch that here, but we are more intentional with what we allow him to watch, and Zoe as well. One of the things that I do is sometimes, like over the summer, we did like our own little homeschool program thing. So I made playlists of specific things, and we would have themes, and we went to the zoo every week because we got a zoo membership. So I would always try to tie in animal videos that related to whatever part of the zoo we were going to visit that week. And then we also try to work on speech for him, just solidifying sounds. He knows all his letters, all his sounds. It's just now solidifying what they do. He has a really hard time with anything that involves the tongue. So like the N sound, the T sound, which is interesting because, when he was younger, like he used to make the N sound and the D sound.
Mama. Mama.
The T sound. He has a hard time doing those sounds now. And so I have looked into just some different like apraxia techniques, and some of them have worked, but some of them have not, because, if you're going to try to intervene with a child, if that's not their true diagnosis, then sometimes those strategies are not going to work to full capacity. So when it comes to some of the apraxia methods that I have pulled and worked with him, some were successful and some were not, or sometimes it's successful and other times it's not. We also did circle time with Miss Monica every day. That was where she would talk to them about like a letter of the day, number of the day, and the weather, and all of those different little itty-bitty concepts that preschoolers should learn about. So that was something that we utilized heavily, and I would do that every day. And then I also was going to a friend's house, and I would work with her kids on writing, and she would work with my kids, and they would do circle time and work on some specific skills. She actually got the ball rolling on Jace fluidly reading books and being able to recognize and match up sentences and stuff like that.
Bear.
Sam. What's that say?
Bear.
Sam. Look. Oh, did we skip a page? I don't think we did. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. Sam and cat. Which one says Sam and cat? Does that match? No? Does that one match? It matches. Let's read it. Sam and you did. Good job. Let's do the next page. Matt and cat. Which one? You got it. You gonna read it again? Matt. High five. Did it.
Smarty pants.
Okay, what about this one? Does that match? No, no match. Does that one match? It matches. Let's read it. Sam, Matt, and Cat. Good job. High five.
Can you say cat? No. Look, right here. Thank you.
Cat, sat, does that match? Yep. Sat on Sam. High five.
So I think the biggest thing when it comes to that. Hi, Jace. Hi, buddy. What's in your mouth? What are you trying to say? You're all done?
Yes.
I'm all done?
Yes.
Say, I'm
I
all
all
done.
got.
Okay, you can get out. Thank you for letting me know. See you later. Bye, you can go. I do feel like he has, with the Einstein syndrome, they talk about memory being one of the key factors. There's like the 3 M's: memory, music, and math. And I feel like memory is definitely one of his big, huge factors, is because he remembers things. He can see something one time and remember it. I think he's got like a photographic memory, which my husband has a photographic memory. So I could see that being something. And then sometimes I feel like with him, music is also a huge technique that we use to get him to do things. He loves singing, and he can hear a song one time and start singing along with it, but he also responds very well to music. If I ask him to do something, sometimes he's not as willing to do it, versus if I sing it, he's more willing to do it. Some of our biggest challenges with him lately have been he has become very strong-willed. He has to argue with his sister a lot. My daughter is very bossy, and she's very strong-willed herself, so he's had to really learn how to defend himself against her when she becomes whatever the situation is. He's had to learn to defend himself. So while that's been a positive, it's also been a little bit of a struggle, because everything right now is no. He doesn't really want to do anything that I want him to do, and trying to find that balance of, okay, you have the choice to say no right now versus like, no, you have to do this right now. Trying to teach him that balance, that's been really rough for us a little bit. With some of the defiance things, I didn't notice this. Rob actually noticed it, my husband. He was like, you know, they're singing, it's like they're singing the yes, no song. And it was my friend a friend of mine was like, yeah, like on Super Simple songs, they have that yes, no song. And so we went back and I listened to it again. I was like, oh, that is exactly what they're singing. So that was just like, again, another really trying to solidify what screen time they're seeing, what they're watching, and trying to maximize on the things that we want them exposed to and what we don't want them exposed to. Now, I'm not a believer that kids don't need any screen time. Like I said, I think it needs to be more intentional, but I think you have to know your kids, and you have to know what's going to solidify in their brains and what's not going to solidify in their brains. So like we even noticed, like I've seen just so many different videos where kids are getting this yes, no stuff from the stuff that they're watching through these YouTube channels and like on Netflix or whatever these little kid shows are. And like I think there's like one video where it's like at bedtime, the kid is saying, you know, the mom's like, it's time to get ready for bed, it's time to whatever, and they're like, no, and like my kids do the same thing where it's time to get ready for bed, and I have to build up to that time where I have to say, okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna get do this, and then we're going to get ready for bed, okay? Remember, we're going to go night-night. We have to go night-night so that we can get energy for tomorrow. Don't you guys want to go to school? Because my kids love going to school. So just kind of having to talk them through that process, and also giving them like options, kind of being more so like, you're either going to go to bed or we're going to go sit in timeout. Kind of like letting them know what they're going to do, but giving them the option to do what it is that you really need them to do. My husband loves it. I just struggle with it because I don't always have time for his no's, in the sense of if we have to go somewhere and I'm like, we got to get dressed, and he's like, no, and it's a fight to get him dressed. But he knows what he wants. His no's mean no, and his yeses mean yes. So I can say we've solidified that. It's now just continuing to work on meltdowns and the stubbornness. We don't need to cry about this. Instead of crying, you can say, Mommy, I need help. Daddy, I need help. Versus getting frustrated and angry when you can't do it. Because he also likes to do things himself. He doesn't really want help. He wants to do it on his own. So that's also been its own challenge within itself. So just trying to guide him through the appropriate times for meltdowns or for frustrations, sort of thing. But I feel like we have been on a good path. Like I said, we've cut out a lot of things, and we actually picked up the detox for a while there, and I feel like that really helped us. I talked about this PBX Detox and how I discovered it by trying to, I discovered it on TikTok one day, and this lady was, several parents, not just one lady, but several parents were like, my child wasn't talking, they had a speech delay, and now we started this detox and they started talking. We started the detox and my son was still having a hard time talking, which is why I was like, I don't think it's just a heavy metal problem with him. I think heavy metals were definitely a part of the issue, but I don't think it was the only issue. We kind of picked back up on that detox. I feel like it really helps my son with his focus and attention. I feel like it's really helped my daughter with the amount of meltdowns that she has. So we did kind of pick back up on it for about a month, and then I ran out of it. So I think I'm going to start going back into auto shipping again and pick back up on it. It's really expensive, so that's why we kind of paused on it. But I think we're going to go back to doing it again. I will link those videos below. And if you also want to purchase the products, I'll have some offers in my description box for like your first order. Like if you've never ordered on the website before, your first ordering on that website, you can get $50 off for the PBX Detox combo. That would take it from $89 to $39 for your first buy. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. Go check out our other videos and give us some likes if you like them. Share any videos that you feel would help others. Also, I have 3 channels, but I've decided to combine them all to one. So if you have been following me for a while, I'm going to move everything from my other channels onto this channel slowly. All of my music stuff will be put on this channel. All of my other teaching stuff will be placed on this channel as well. Thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you stay along for our journey. Bye.